Hello, hello. Welcome, Titan Army. Welcome back to another Titan Talk. We had a 2-week break, but don't you worry. We were still busy. We're rolling out the new tournament platform, which we have officially kicked off that next phase of competitive play. And on top of that, as always, there's been a lot happening behind the scenes. We're finally starting to see it all come together. Especially with that tournament platform, it has been amazing to see all of you competing, both on browser and on mobile. As for today's Titan Talk, we're going to walk through everything that's happened so far, as well as what is coming next. So we'll start with a breakdown of Titanium Tournament 1 Volume 2, which was our first full tournament run on the new tournament platform. We're going to say tournament a lot today, so get ready and get used to it. So we'll talk through those results, how it played out, as well as our early takeaways after seeing this platform live in action. Then from there, we'll shift on over into this weekend's Road to Championship Volume 2 tournament. So this is the second rendition of that Volume 2. And again, this will be our second event on the tournament platform and the first cash tournament that we will be running with. So we'll go through the format, the schedule, the prize pool, and why this one is very important leading to that end of season championship with that full Q2 circuit we have in the mix. So after that, we'll talk a little bit about the platform itself and what comes next. Once you guys have all had the chance to play in 2 tournaments after this weekend, we will be opening up a bit of a feedback form. We want to hear from you guys what you like, what's sticking, maybe what's not sticking, what's a little bit confusing. And that feedback will help us continue to refine that platform and of course, your experience within the tournaments. And then it's a little bit of a shorter Titan Talk, so we're going to go with a longer Q&A than usual. We know there are a lot of questions around the platform, the system and kind of the circuit of tournaments that we're running, where things are headed. Maybe we'll talk a little bit about that special deal that we got. So we'll take the time to go through all of your questions and get through as much as we can. But before we get into it, let me hand it over to Ads for any opening remarks. Ads, off to you.
No, we've had some updates, some pretty big updates the last few weeks. We're quite excited with everything that's going on. Tournament platform is one of our big ticket items to talk about with you all with. We know today, just before we start, for full kind of disclosure, we know that there's been some issues with tournaments and the tournament platform today particularly, and we'll address some of that as well when we go into the Q&A. But yeah, sit back, relax, enjoy the Titan Talk.
Amazing. And I see Karan, this is one of your first Titan Talks after years, you're saying in chat. Welcome back. We're happy to have you here with us. Woo woo. Oh, now he's typing. Yeah, we shouted you out. Woo. All right. So Titan Army, let's start with Titanium Tournament 1, which happened last weekend. So as I mentioned, this was actually our first full tournament run on the new platform. And overall, we felt it went well. And it was a really, really important step for us. So going into it, we knew it necessarily wouldn't be, a perfect run as, kind of the first time trying any new platform out. There were a few kinks, there were a few bugs that we were working through, but nonetheless, in this live competitive environment, we felt that it actually performed very well. So we had a lot of real matches, we had the players, and we had a lot of pressure on the platform, which was probably one of the first times we've seen that outside of our internal tests. But the platform, withstood the storm and continues to live on. So we were really, really happy with the experience and just the performance of the platform itself. So as I mentioned, there were a few bugs along the way, a couple moments where maybe things didn't flow exactly as we wanted it to, but that's part of kind of the stage where we're at, and our team is actively already making a lot of those changes in the background. But what really matters for us is we got through a full tournament. We didn't have to switch over to challenger mode. The full tournament was run on this tournament platform. We saw players moving through the brackets, and now we have as I mentioned, a very clear, sight of the things we want to continue to refine and improve that experience for you all. So from our side, we're feeling good about it. Feel good about where it's at, and even better about where it's going to go over these next few weeks and these next few months. Pretty soon, it's going to be a well-oiled machine hosting hundreds of tournaments. We're going to have affiliate tournaments hosted on it, even more affiliates. So we're going to continue to ramp up the scale of tournaments on that platform. Now, as for the tournament this weekend, the Titanium tournament, let's take a look at how the brackets played out. So our champion, we had Nero. So Nero had a strong performance across the board and was able to close it out cleanly in the final round. But falling just short behind in our runner-up position, we had Ivan El Mosquito. So Nero was representing Stompania, and Ivan El Mosquito was representing the family. It's good to see the family back in action, but Ivan had a consistent run through the brackets and had a well-earned spot in the finals and scoring themselves a nice hefty bag of titanium. As for third place and fourth place, we had Rush and we had Stop on them. So both players continue to show up and make a name for themselves in Reign of Titans competitive play. And it's great to see these players performing at this high level and being able to secure these top four finishing spots. So as you can tell, things are starting to heat up on that leaderboard. After a dominant performance 2 weeks ago by Team Stompania, they've made a nice mark pretty early. But again, it's early and anything can change over these next few weeks, especially with the amount of points that players get, for that championship win. So let's take a look at this leaderboard and where we currently stand. Hey, I'm about to say your name. That is a great GIF. So in first place, we currently have Heya. So Heya is sitting at the tippy top of the leaderboard with 430 points. Not far behind, but a pretty good distance between the two. We have Golsi Nero in second place at 310 points. Close behind, we have Carol with 200 points. So we see over 100 disparity between first place, between second place, and third place. And then sitting respectively in fourth and fifth, we have Ivan El Mosquito after this strong run, as well as Tushar. So Ivan is at 170 and Tushar is at 100 points. So again, anything can change with this tournament leaderboard. Somebody can come out of the woodwork, claim a championship spot, and almost be at the top. So it's great to see these players progressing nicely, but we know that this leaderboard race is only going to continue to heat up as we get deeper and deeper into this Q2 tournament circuit. As always, a big, big, big thank you to our mods, to Hazy, who helped make sure everything runs smoothly. Everyone who played, shout out to you testing out that tournament platform, and a huge, huge shout out again to Shiz. Shiz has done an amazing job managing these tournaments, especially with this edition of the new tournament platform. It's been very smooth, and he's done a great, great job of, as I mentioned, managing that platform like a pro. So we know it's not easy for you guys as well as for Shiz jumping into this brand new system, this brand new platform. And still continuing to, kind of refine your gameplay as you do so is not something that we take lightly. So, can continue to congratulate you guys and thank you all for supporting us through this. Just going to check chat here, see if there is anything to answer. Now I see Karan saying it's actually simpler than Challenger mode with the forms, as you can select your Titans in-game. Yeah, we love that part about it as well. Nugget saying the tournament platform is really smooth. Yeah, look at this. We love to see it. Cool. Well, now we'll shift our focus a little bit between players. We want it to be very clear. There needs to be at least 20 games played. These should preferably be ranked matches. So challenges won't count. We'll make that extremely, extremely clear over the weekend with some announcement that we're making. But again, we really need players to A, submit all of their Titans and make sure to click that submit button, but B, to make sure that through the week that you guys are playing at least 20 ranked matches. So we'll get some feedback over the weekend with that form that's going to go out after the next tournament to see what you guys think about it. Maybe we'll change up the eligibility, maybe not. But we want to, again, reiterate that right now you guys need to make sure to submit your Titan. Yeah, I don't know where we cut out. Can you guys remind me where we cut out? Because I went on a whole little spiel and I looked at ads and we were disconnected. And Ross is eating an apple. Nice. Okay, yeah. No, we were just thank you, Heya. We're talking about submitting Titans. We just want to reiterate that leading into each tournament, regardless of whether it's a Titanium tournament or a Road to Championship tournament, we really need you guys to be aware of these eligibility requirements, which is to play at least 20 ranked matches, not challenges. These need to be ranked matchmaking matches. And you also need to make sure that you're submitting your Titans by the deadline in all of your Titans. Can't be 3 out of the 4, can't be 2 out of the 4. It has to be all 4 of your Titans. And you have to make sure to click that submit button once you have selected these Titans. But cool. As I mentioned, we'll make some announcements over the weekend. We'll get some feedback from you guys as well in that feedback form. And we may change up a little bit of these eligibility requirements. But right now, they are very crystal clear. We need you guys and your support in helping us make that a reality. Ross, is there an automatic way of knowing how many weekly wins I have on current week? No, not currently. That's public accessible to you guys. But if you ask in chat, we can do our best to check on the back end and educate you guys on where you're at as well. But it's just 20 matches. It shouldn't be too hard to keep track of it all. But that's a good shout, Ross. Maybe we'll think about that a little bit. Cool. We'll shift into this weekend now. So as I mentioned, we're running Road to Championship 2. This is an important one for a couple of reasons. So first, this is the second tournament on the platform, which means you guys are starting to feel more familiar with, kind of navigating through the brackets, navigating through submitting your results and making sure that you're readying up on time. And secondly, this is the first cash tournament on the platform. So the stakes go up almost immediately. And third, we've already taken some of the feedback from last week and applied a few fixes to a few of the bugs that we've seen. So if you guys experienced any bugs last weekend, make sure to just go through the flow again and let us know if you're seeing any more bugs. We've done our best to kind of neutralize all of those. So overall, this should feel like a smoother and a much more stable experience. We did not add more bugs. Hey, I'm saying we have solved a few of the bugs that we got. But if you guys experienced bugs last week and you're going into the tournament this weekend, we should have fixed all of them. But if you see any, please just make sure to let us know in Titan chat. All right, so let's break down the details. So we have 1,000 USD prize pool. The amount of players right now, we're double checking the eligibility. It seems there was maybe a bit of a miscommunication, so we're handling some cases independently. So we don't know if we're going to have a full tournament just yet, but we'll make an announcement by the end of day to let you guys know how many players are actually in those brackets. But again, those players will be battling for a 1,000 USD prize pool, and points are awarded towards that end of season championship qualification. And this is all done on our new tournament platform. So at this stage in the circuit, we're about a month in. We're starting to get more serious about it, and this is where things start to matter even more. So you're not just playing for this prize money. You guys are also building your position on that leaderboard that we just went through. So every point you earn here will contribute to your access to that end of season championship and that juicy 4,000 USD prize pool. Now, as for the rules, we're keeping it a little bit, simple, a little bit easy for the tournament platform. So you guys are allowed to use any of the elements. You have 4 Titans per player. Again, these must be NFT Titans, so no free-to-play Titans are allowed. We're just running with our standard competitive format. So it'll be best of 3 throughout, and then we'll have best of 5 for the finals as well. I'm going to drop here the schedule for this weekend. So this is kind of our standard tournament schedule at this point, but we'll have round 1 from 8 a.m. to 8:45, round 2, 8:45 to 9:30, round 3 taking place from 9:30 to 10:15, round 4 from 10:15 to 10:45. Then we go into our quarterfinals at 10:45 to 11:10, semifinals from 11:10 to 11:30. And then we have that overall final taking place at 11:30 as well. So whoever makes it into this final round, will be sent a new tournament platform link where you guys will basically join that way so we can have a winner's bracket after the four first brackets are complete. But as always, please make sure that you're available for the full window. And as Ross is mentioning, some of these times can be misleading. There may be a few delays depending if a lot of players are playing stall. But as always, we will keep you guys updated in our announcements channel. Now, for the prize pool, I'm also dropping this here in chat. And keep in mind, this first section that I'm going to be talking about is per bracket. So if you get in the top 8, you will get $10. So if you're in position 5 to 8, you get $10 plus 10 points on that leaderboard. If you're in the top 4, so you get 3rd place or 4th place in your bracket, you get 20 USD plus 20 points. Now, if you're in the top 2, you get a bit of a bonus, a doubling of that prize pool. So you go home with 40 USD. You get 30 points on that leaderboard. And if you're the champion of the bracket, you get 60 USD plus 50 points. Now, as I mentioned, we'll have a few players moving on to the overall championship. So these 2 players, if you sadly fall into the runner-up position, you will get 100 USD. But nonetheless, you still get 100 points for that leaderboard. So quite a jump from the per bracket winnings. And then if you're the champion of the tournament, you will get 180 USD and 200 points for that leaderboard. So there's real upside here because a strong run this weekend can give you guys a serious early boost on that leaderboard, kind of like what we've seen Heya been able to do. And a system like this, getting ahead early can mean a lot for maintaining your position on that leaderboard. But again, we're early in the circuit. A few people can come in, get 3 championship wins at the end and totally change things up. So we're excited to see how the leaderboard looks after this weekend. Cool. So I have one more section and then I'll hand it over to ads for our Q&A. So make sure to start typing your questions. This will be a quick section. So if you have questions in your mind, start typing them out so ads can answer them right away. So as I mentioned, after this weekend, we're going to open a feedback form for the platform. So by the point that we release this feedback form, you guys will have already played 2 full tournaments on the platform. You will have played 1 titanium tournament, and you would have played 1 road to championship tournament. So we believe at this point, it's enough experience to give us some meaningful feedback. And this is something we really want to emphasize, that this platform and really anything that we do at Reign of Titans is a collaborative process with you all. So we want to know what you guys are thinking, how things are working, and making sure that you feel like you're building alongside us so we can get the best experience for all of our players. So as we've mentioned, we're building this platform to support, competitive play long-term, not just for affiliate tournaments, but to get even more affiliate hosts, maybe for a professional esports structure that's going to come in the mix. Who knows? And the fastest way to improve, and get to basically where we want to go is to, hear from you guys, the players who are playing in this each weekend. So for this form that's going to go out, we really want to understand. You guys will see a lot of questions that help us understand, what felt smooth, what you guys liked about the platform, what maybe felt confusing or wasn't entirely clear, and maybe where things slowed down a little bit, or what you would want to be changed or improved completely. So as I mentioned, we're already working on some things, and a lot of things have already been fixed from the last weekend. But as always, your feedback will continue to help us prioritize and move faster and get to that desired result quickly. So again, we'll share this form right after the tournament wraps up in our announcement section. So keep your eyes open and make sure to have your notifications on for when we drop that. I'm going to see quickly if there are any questions. Nope, Heya's cat gifs just aren't loading. It's a Heya problem. Cool. And I do see some comments about the times of the tournament. Shiz makes a really good point where it will mainly depend on the final number of players, which, as I mentioned earlier, we will announce in a little bit. Heya fixes cat gifs. That's the important part. They're back. Cool. Yeah, so again, a bit of a shorter Titan talk today, but now we want to open it up. So there's a lot happening right now for us. We have the new tournament platform. We have this new flow of the brackets. We have that new deal in India coming through, and we know there are definitely going to be some questions. So yeah, Ads and I will stay here. We'll go through as many questions as we can. If you got any questions about the platform, different tournament formats, India deal, maybe what's coming next, drop them in Titan chat, and let's hear what you've got, Titan Army. We'll turn it over to you for this section. I just see dog gifs, dog and cat gifs. So anticipated timeline for when individuals can host tournaments on the platform. Great question, Ross.
Yeah, it's not a great question. I don't have an answer for you, to be honest there, Ross, with the timeline for that. It's on our product roadmap. It's not our biggest priority, right? Our biggest priority is going to be doing all of the things that we're doing in India. And then, of course, making sure that just the platform experience that we have right now is functioning in the way that we want it to function. This year, for sure, we want to be testing it out if we can with individuals hosting. But I don't have a concrete answer. But knowing that you've asked the question, I will try to get a better answer for you.
Thanks. Just waiting to offer tournaments at other times.
Yeah, no, I get you.
All right, questions. GIFs, global usage stats when? What? Solman, if you're talking about the new GIFs we're uploading, yeah. So we've been uploading a lot of new GIFs to the Discord. We're also going to expand these to WhatsApp. But yeah, we're going to continue to do it. Hopefully we can drive some traffic in through the GIFs. I think the GIFs we're making with the Titans are super cute. They're super relatable. So we'll continue to post these and post more animations as well on the Instagram. So any cool stats or things noticed by the team about the balance patch so far?
We'll have more this weekend after we see this tournament going to this weekend too. We got quite a bit of feedback on it. Not the best feedback, and some good feedback too. But we'll have a little bit more after this tournament. It's a bit early, Ross, for us to say too much.
He said ranked has looked much different this week.
Mm.
Or other questions, people? Is there any buyback news?
No, Max. So I said when we had the talk, it will depend a little bit on the conversations that we have with well, I almost said the name, with the external investment that we have. We still haven't signed the final, which should come next week. So until we've done that, we won't be able to. I can't speak for them. Yeah, I don't want to speak to them. I don't know what that means. Can we see a special tournament for Indian community? I mean, we've had quite a few tournaments already for India that have been India specific. That won't change. If anything, you will see more things that are India specific. So yeah, that won't change. Does a new investor want to use tournament and esports to grow player base? Yes, finally. Are there new things coming related to improve the use of ranked games? Yeah, the best way to improve it, honestly, BBT is numbers. That's our biggest problem. Numbers in terms of matchmaking, in terms of the diversity. That's our focus, right? And that's why when we talk about this investment strategy, it's really to try to grow the player base, right? that's going to improve the experience for everyone.
Another thing that we've been talking about is doing double titanium nights. So like specific hours of the day to encourage people to play more ranked games. So maybe that's something in these next weeks. Oh yeah, Ross, maybe we can do a Twitch stream for one of those double titanium nights. That'd be nice. Just cat gifs, dog gifs, cat gifs, dog gifs.
Thanks, BBT.
Bye, BBT. Love you. Light, that's definitely something we're working on in-game quests.
Ooh. I cannot say what's going to happen after 3 years. Yeah.
You don't have the crystal ball?
I don't have a crystal ball that's 3 years out.
You only have the one that's like 6 years.
Yeah, maybe 6 months or so, maybe to the end of the year. But I mean, I can't tell you what happens in 3 years. Like I can't even tell. Like, yeah, it's not something I can predict. We obviously have goals, and we have strategic targets, right, in KPIs. But it's I can't really discuss that here, unfortunately, right now. And there's just so many factors that influence like where you go, right? All we can do is kind of update you on an ongoing basis as to how we feel with the external investment, how, and how we change the strategy from there. But right now in general, a lot of things are as is, right? It's not like we're getting this external to who's going to come and change everything too, right? So like, a lot of things are as is, and it's really the focus on growing the base. Okay, I don't think there was any questions in there. BGS. Oh, BGS, yeah, yes, we are.
Indian sponsorship, I think light means the deal.
I don't know what can you be a little bit more specific, like?
Are there any plans to make ranked mode more appealing?
I think we just talked about that.
Yeah, we did. Yeah, he's talking about the deal. What about it, Light?
Yeah, sorry, I'm not quite sure. If you just give us a little bit more detail that you want to know. So the update I just gave, right, was we should be closed out next week for it in general. But there's just a lot of excitement on all parts, right? So we're hoping, this time next week we'll be in a externally funded position, and then I'll be able to tell you the name. Right now I cannot disclose the name until then. Yeah,
that was some big alpha.
I know everyone's waiting on the name.
I wonder if people have done some research and have some theories.
Yeah, the crew in the India crew should have done some research. They might be able to even figure out who it is if they do a little bit of research.
Good night, Yash.
No plans for that. Oh, yes, Ross. I'm like saying as much as I can without saying too much. Exactly, that was super alpha.
Yes.
Yeah. I'm trying to not say too much here.
You guys always back us into corners.
Yeah. Then I'm like, so it sounds like I'm being like super vague, like I don't want to chat, but it's because I'm in these corners and I'm like, oh, what can I say?
I don't love corners.
I don't love corners either. They're not the best.
We only have circular office spaces.
Yeah. Stop putting us in corners. Don't put baby in the corner. If anybody's watched Dirty Dancing, you'll know what I'm talking about. If you haven't seen Dirty Dancing, you need to watch it. I really hope someone's seen it so they get that reference. Otherwise, it's not gonna be that fun. I reckon Ross would have seen it. I reckon Ross will get that reference.
Yeah, Ross is.
He seems to like know the references. Yeah, right, Ross, you with him? All right, you got me, yeah. Okay, so farm. So you guys still control the ROT, IP, and project? Yes. Firstly, yes. And then the external investor is going to be a key stakeholder, although a key stakeholder aligned incentives with partnership growth in projects. It's a pretty good way to say it, actually, farm. They're a little bit more than a key stakeholder. In that we're partners, right, as we go into this journey. So we do control the IP. We do control the project, right? But strategically, like it's very, very it's a very complementary set of skills that we have together. So we should see it, yeah, much more of a partnership. But it's a pretty good way to put it there. Thanks, Ross. So plans to monetize for scrolls, weapons, titanium. Yes. I will not say anything else though about monetization right now. So don't ask me any other questions. I'm saying that to you, Farm, specifically, because you ask very, very pointed questions. I can tell which industry you work in.
He's a lawyer.
Oh, no. No, we won't do that, Farm. Not the latter there. That's not where we want to get into. That's a pretty slippery slope. It kind of sucks.
Yeah, no pay to win.
Something about spectator mode and recordings on the website. Okay, so to split those up, recordings on the website, I'm not sure what you mean there, Blazwitch, if you can just give a little bit more information there. Spectator mode, it's actually a very core feature, right, as we go into this partnership, because we have this journey that we're doing with esports, right? We have a little bit of room because it takes a while to really build up the journey with esports. So whilst it is on our product roadmap, it's not actually our biggest focus on our product roadmap. But it is definitely still there. It's still something we want to do, and yeah, we'll have it when we have it, but it's still there. Oh, like a video of the match. I'm confused. Do you mean like we do that, or like you do that, and you? What do you mean? Like
the ability to download it after something.
I'm not sure. Yeah, I'm not sure if this is like you just want a recording of the whole. Okay. I see what you mean. Okay. I think it's going to be a little bit more. I think it's more than spectator mode actually in this instance, in the sense of how you mean it. But they're linked, right? I think we would focus more on spectator mode than we would do to give you the ability to go back and check unless it's just a full kind of stream, but not like an individual kind of, not like an individual historical playback, right? That might take a while. But if you're talking about it in like a stream sense, there's obviously other things that we can do there. Yeah, I get what you mean. It's just quite a lot to do those two things. We would probably have spectator mode coming first to join. Yeah. I mean, our development team is amazing. But these are big asks, you know.
Future plans to do more with Guaraná in Brazil, or that's for later with a focus for now on India and new investor?
Focus is on India. We'll move back towards Brazil at the towards the end of the year, not end of the year, but more like when we have BGS, etc. So slightly later in the year. But yes, we will be working with Guanana again this year too. You can't hear us, Plasma? No fun. Just not change per se. But a enhancement.
Chiz is asking about leaderboard changes. If we're going to change out of our current leaderboard structure with platinum.
Yeah, we will. We won't change out of it exactly. We will still have these. We will still have these different tiers, but there will be some slight changes around MMR that you'll see that will come through. But the tiers will remain the same. Can you hear us? Hello. Okay, cool. So sorry, RG Bio, I was saying that I'd said it a little bit earlier, but because we have this external investment, there's some kind of big ticket items that are a little bit more difficult for us to talk about until we have the final signing done, right? Which we have next week. It's a hard position for us to be able to talk about these things without legally and officially being done with the signing, right? Same to your question, Farm. It is part of the conversation. It is part of the planning, and I cannot speak on behalf of them to you, the community, right? And for us with our decisions until we are a little bit more forward in this. But it is part of the conversation, right? With the intent always being around taking care of our community, as you know. But at the same time, it's also we make most of the decisions here around that kind of stuff as Reign of Titans. So we don't. There will likely need to be a long-term change in terms of the role of NFTs. Likely, right? Short term, no, because we don't have the bandwidth to do it. But it is a topic that comes up. Can I tell you what that long-term change is going to be? I cannot tell you what that is going to be. But it should, of course, come up as part of the strategic planning in both ways, right? Like, in terms of enhancing or decreasing, right? It has to be part of it. It's a huge part of the game and our community, right? I cannot talk about that farm. I can't really talk too much about what they own, what they don't. They own a lot. I have quite a few of their own things going on. When I can say the name, obviously you can research away, right? I can tell you, it's they're a huge player in the gaming space, huge, probably the biggest, right? Farm, I'm cutting you off. But yes. Like you can't just sneak in questions next to like just other comments. There's still questions. I see what you're trying to do, but distracting me with the oh nice, wow, oh sneaking another question, sneaky, exactly. No, but actually it is mainly mobile, as it should be, right? Thank you, thanks, Mum. Actually, good questions, and you backed me into a corner, but I'm sure everybody was happy about that. Let's go next. I have zero comments on that. Don't even know what that is. Nice little bromance, I guess, going on there. All right. Any other questions, people? Otherwise, it might be time for our Rumble of the day.
All right.
Yeah.
Let's head on over to Titan Games. We can answer a few more questions over there as well.
Except if you're Farm.
I guess Farm is on timeout.
He's on timeout, yeah.
Blazwich, we haven't even asked the question yet. All right, hop on over to Titan Games. Click that little sword. Ads. Don't forget to do it. Oh, come on, we need some more players in here. We got 13 in the audience. We got hardly any of you over here in Titan Games. I know you guys want some free loot. Come on over. If you kill ads, if you kill myself, that is a medium loot box. If any of us commit suicide, that is a normal loot box for everyone who is playing. And if you win Super Rumble, that is a medium loot box. All right, so we're going to ask who wants the bounty. We're going to choose one of you in the audience to be included. I guess as Blazwich. Blazwich said to me, so if you kill Blazwich, you get a medium loot box. If Blazwich commits suicide, everyone who is playing gets a normal loot box. And if you win the Super Rumble, you get a medium loot box. Ooh, so Blazwich is talking some smack out here. He wants people to come at him. If you get medium, can you get 10 normals instead? Sure, yeah. Just make it more complicated. We'll have to. No, it's fine. We can do that. All right, everyone. We got 30 seconds. We got 14 players in the mix.
Let's go.
Let's go. Now there's some smack talk between Haya and Karan.
I love a little bit of smack talk.
Love a little banter. Oh, I think I'm feeling good about this one. Oh, Tushar. Wow, welcome, Tushar. I haven't seen you all day.
Oh, look who came in.
Just
Tushar.
in time.
Oh, yeah. That's our Friday excitement.
Rumble!
Oh, for goodness sake.
Ads is dead.
That is
Killed by
ridiculous.
Oh.
That is absolutely ridiculous. I'm done.
Wow. Ooh, Blazwich killed Solman. Tushar's on a tear.
Yeah,
Killed
what is
Shiramax.
this? Just wandered in, started killing
Karan
everyone.
got a dagger. Samir killed Shiguera. Karan also killed Waisani. There's cats. Ads is back in the mix. The cat worked.
Tushar, I'm coming for you, yeah?
Tushar, I'd be watching over that
Yeah,
shoulder.
you should be watching.
Oh, come on. Oh, Ads killed Samir. Nitro killed WFP. Nitro killed Farmview. Ooh. Bureau killed Banu. I'm dead.
Bye.
Oh, Waisani killed Goldsenior. Chiromax killed Nitro. Waisani killed Chiromax. We got 6 players. Ads is in the mix. I think Blazwich is still here too. Ooh. RG Bureau's back in the mix. He's got a dagger. Waisani killed Haya. Now Karan's just sprinkling salt on the wound there. Well, you're right, Blazwich. Haya won't kill anybody because he's dead. Soulmint is back in the mix. Chiromax is back in the mix. All right, what? I want to get revived. You guys are all getting revives. I want to revive. Oh. Ads died of completely preventable causes. Karan killed Soulmint. We got 6 players again heading into round 9. Karan saying he's going to win this. I feel like he's going to die in the next round because he just said that.
Yeah, me too.
Waisani is dead. Nope, he's alive. Golsi Nero is back. Tushar killed Waisani. RG Bureau killed Golsi Nero. Oh, Golsi Nero, sorry. That didn't last long. Tushar's still in it. My money's on Tushar right now. See? Commentator's curse. Bureau killed Tushar. Then Bureau was killed by Karan. Ooh. Karan and Chiromax. Who will it be? Who will it be? Oh. Ooh.
Oh, Karan.
All right, Karan's aura maxing right now. Just called it and then got the W. GG's. All right, we'll do one more. Karan, that's how they get you. They know you haven't played in a while. They wanted to give you the W to keep you playing. Let's see, 2 in a row. Give me 10 normal, please. Oh gosh, hey, what have you started? All right, I guess the bounty's on light. He says, "I'm bounty." I guess that means he got the bounty. All right, we'll do another little tag. Get some more people in the mix. We got 9 players, or now 10. We're giving out some free loot. Tushar, you didn't miss too much. We went over the tournament results. We talked about the tournament this weekend. Talked about a feedback form that is going to go out next week about the tournament platform. But you did miss some juicy Q&A, though. If you go back in Titan Chat, you'll be able to see ads, and everybody was answering all of those questions. We'll post a recording soon on YouTube, so don't worry. You can still tune in and listen. All right, so we got light with the bounty. That means if you kill ads, you kill Reign of Titans official, or you kill light, you get a normal loop, or excuse me, a medium loot box. If any of us commit suicide, so if light commits suicide, if ads commit suicide, if I commit suicide, everyone who is playing gets a normal loot box. And if you win the Super Rumble like Karan just did, you get a medium loot box. And I guess Karan's got a special request for normals, not mediums. Of course, Tushar. Yeah, we got some bots in the background, Bureau. We got some automating bots. Oh, well, must have slipped through the cracks. We'll make sure, just let us know if you're missing any. We'll double check the messages and get you any that you may be missing. But yeah, you're not going to get it instantaneously. It's going to take a little while. Cool. All right, we got 12 players in the mix. Ads is in the mix. I'm in the mix. Light is in the mix. Light is fine. Blazwich killed Heya. RG Bureau killed Farmview. Oof. We got 10 players left heading into round 2. WFP killed Blazwich. Soulman killed Julian. WFP is now dead, and Ads is dead by some berries, and she puts the cats. Cats. Soulman is fine. Oh, I left my supplies. No, that's not good. Oh my gosh, too many cats. Light is dead. Tushar gets a medium loot. Ads is really feeling this revive here.
Yeah, I haven't won one.
Tushar killed me. Soulman. Tushar, I give you like a little rundown. You kill me. Soulman is dead, and the Tushar killed Karan. There's only 2 players left. I actually just zoomed in. I can't see anything. Oh, Karan. Oh, Tushar comes in and wins it.
Wow.
Doesn't tune in for the Titan Talk, just comes in for the Rumble and extracts loot boxes from everybody. GG's.
Yeah, GG's. All right, thank you so much, everybody. Yeah, looks like it. Thank you, everybody, for tuning in to the Titan Talk today. Thank you for all your questions. Good luck to everybody that's playing in the tournament tomorrow. Tail scam. It's a scam. And we'll look forward to talking to you again on our next Titan Talk. Keep the feedback, questions coming always in the Titan chat. But thanks, everybody. Happy Friday.
Thank you, everyone. Bye-bye.